Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's the Big Canucker here with my Canadian of Canadian shirts on happening. Yes, my leash. I think they've clinched first spot in hockey NHL playoffs. So I know a lot of my friends from around the world of the States may not give a shit, but I do. It's exciting. We're gonna knock on some wood, bring home the cup this year. Hardest trophy in all of professional sports to win. All right. Anyway, so we've got ourselves a little bit of a looky-loo here today at a brand new product that I ended up picking up and have used and have thought it's a wonderful, wonderful product. Ta-da! It is actually the Leatherman Ratchet. And absolutely love this Leatherman Ratchet so far. I've had it for probably 6 weeks now, and I've used it multiple of times. I carry it with me all the time. And let's go to the tabletop and have a look here. All right. So, Leatherman has done a wonderful job in their entire, they started off with, Tim Leatherman started off with just a multi-tool that he did it across the country trip, or was it across Europe trip? And he wanted a tool because the van they had was an old POS van, and he was having issues with it, so he decided that he wanted a little tool that he could carry along with him by himself to, fix a rad hose or, do a fix rather than carry an entire toolbox. And over time, he ended up coming up with a Leatherman. And so the original Leatherman prototype went through a lot of iterations, and it's very, very interesting to see. It's something that I would have a look at if you're into Leathermans. Now, what I ended up doing here is I ended up picking up this Leatherman Ratchet, and I'm thinking it's about time because, a lot of us have got our own little our own little 8-bit extenders that, this one here I happen to kind of shave down so it will fit in the 2D bit slot. It's got a little click button on the side that allows you to, the smaller bits like these 25 mil or 1 inch bits, when they go in there, they lock into place and you can pop out. So a lot of us have done things like that, but it doesn't ratchet. And so they decided to come out with this, I think, a couple of months ago. I'm going to use my little bit of a bruiser to open up the package. So they did come up with this, I think about 2 months ago. And I wanted to grab one right off the bat. I thought these are fantastic because I get emails from Leatherman. I'm on their mailing list, so they email me offers and all this stuff. It's not that I'm super important. Anybody can sign up for it, but damn, it did make me feel important when I said, hey, we've got ourselves a brand new tool, ratcheting tool. Do you want in on it? And I said, hell yeah, I did. So I went to my local Canadian site and it wasn't available. So I kept on checking every single day until it was available. And I saw, wow, it's available. I clicked it to buy it, put it in my cart, got sidetracked on looking at another Leatherman product, which for about 10 minutes, and then boom, I hit the checkout and they were all sold out. So they were an extremely fast-selling tool, and for good reason, because I think they're a great, great tool. So let's go over some quick specs here. Now this is not a USA-made tool. This is made in Taiwan, so I know a lot of you folks out there, it kind of maybe makes a huge difference. But to me, I mean, I've had good lucks with my Spydercos that were made of the Taichung plant. Their fit and finish is fantastic. So me, myself, personally, I'm not going to worry that this is a Taichung or a Taiwan made part. But hey, to each his own. You guys can certainly do what you want. You guys are all adults, hopefully. Anyways, let's go over some specs here. The length here is 3.26 inches, or for us Canadians, 8.28 centimeters. The weight is 1.26 ounces, or 35.7 grams. It is a stainless steel tool, except this little locking collar here seems like a very dense, probably a fiberglass reinforced nylon plastic in there. So far, it's been plenty strong, and that was one of the things I think a lot of people, when they first got this, is the teeth here going to be really, really strong. And so far, for me, there's not a hiccup on it. I did watch a few videos, and I can't remember the fella's name who did test this to destruction, and the gears held up really, really nice. Where it actually broke is it broke right here on right here on where it meets this little larger part. So that seems to be perhaps an engineered weakness. I do believe it failed at 30 inch-pounds of torque. And I'm not sure exactly what that translates to because I'm not really into the old inch-pounds. I'm more into the newtons per meter. Hell, I'm not even into that either. But I will leave a link in the description if you want to have a check out this fellow's video where you can see where it did destroy. I've used this, like I said, quite a few times, half a dozen times over the last 6 weeks, and it has come in extremely handy. And I have felt that it's been a well put together tool, and it fits in my surge case extremely well. Extremely well. It just, you've got this one here on this side, and it's so nice to it just pops in there. And Bob's your uncle. You can throw your surge in there, and you've got that little extension. You've got room on the other side for another extension if you want to put another one in there, because it will fit these this 1/4 inch chuck too as well. So there's no issues there. Now, this does not come with Leatherman's 25-year warranty. It only has a 2-year warranty, and I think that has to do with the fact that it's got moving parts on it. It is plenty tough. Now, it's not a super fine teeth. I do believe there's 45 teeth in here, and that translates to about 8 degrees sweep. So it is fairly fine. I used to sell some tools, and we had a couple of ratchets. One was a 36 tooth and the other was a 72 tooth. And those 36 tooth ones were extremely coarse. Where this is fairly fine. You're going to be able to get into an area, and I think you're going to be able to do some stuff really, really well with this. Now, it is 3-position, and I'm not sure if you can see right here. You can see that there is, and I need something to do a little bit of a pointing with. My new everyday carry here, by the way. I'm sporting a 940 Osborne. This has been a grail knife of mine, and this will be a video coming up soon. Just thought I'd let you know that I ended up trading my paramilitary 2 for this. And so far, quite happy with this. But anyway, so you have got 1, 2, 3 little pips on there, and that basically means that you've got a 3-position ratchet. So you can drive it one way. You can you actually have to hold this end to be able to change your little direction. Turn it to the middle, and it's completely locked up. One more turn, and it's undo. So it's tighten, lock, and then undo. And so far, that has been the only real kind of knock that I've had on this is this little adjuster selector switch is really, really tight. And right off the bat, I was like, is this broken? Because I really had to reef on it, almost to the point where I was going to get the pliers out and see if I perhaps got one that was a broken one. But no, it did kind of snap loose, and it has so I ended up dripping a little bit of nano oil inside there, or blue lube, I think is what I ended up dripping in there, just to see if it'll loosen up. And it has loosened it up just a little bit. So it will drive, so it will fit inside your surge, no problem. There is a tiny bit of movement, but I think a lot of that depends upon how tight your receptacle is. And we don't want to be talking about tight receptacles on this channel. And here's your wave. And there is a little bit more room in the wave. And perhaps because this wave is quite a bit older and quite a bit more broken in than your Leatherman Surge. So you will be able to drive here. And you can actually, this is how I've used the tool most of the time. It's just closed like this. I've not had any issue or any way to turn the thing sideways, because you can use this almost like a pistol grip to get some real good torque on it. And at 25 of inch-pounds or 30 inch-pounds to failure, I'm just not sure what that translates to. I think you're going to probably see this little end snap off before you're going to see these gears go. Now, this fellow, when he did do his test, the gears were actually, there was a kind of a soft spot in there. Rather than, it didn't strip it out, but you could feel a little bit of a soft spot. So, hey, it's not indestructible. All right, drink myself a little bit of coffee. So the nice thing about this is it will take the 2D tool as well as your regular 1/4 inch chucks too as well, and it does fit in there quite snugly. You know, I've had no issues, no issues with fit that way, and so it does drive really, really nice. So you can see how nice it, you know, it drives in there. Now, one of the I'm not gonna say knocks, but one of the things I think you better watch out is these 2D bits here are quite large. So Leatherman has deepened this receptacle in order to fit these 2D bits, because you can see that they are longer than your regular 1/4 inch or your regular 1-inch bits or 3/4 inch or whatever those are. And you can see when you do put a regular bit in there, it does swallow it up quite a bit, and that can be an issue, you know, for speed wise. I mean, you've got a Leatherman tool, so you do have pliers, you can, you know, pop it off, and you can see that it does work extremely well. There we go. Now, I've not been able to pull that out, so I guess you can just grab your Leatherman tool, whatever one you're working with, and just, you know, pop it out with that, because this is a magnetic end in there, and holy cow, it's got some pretty good magnetic end in there. Now, lots of times we want to use these larger bits, and it is quite snug inside there. There is a little bit of a wiggle, but not much, and that's where you're gonna, but you still, I think you're gonna, you can see that there is a little bit of a ratchet, but it is quite strong. And of course, I'm using my good old Canadian Robertson bit, or the square bit. I think this is a fantastic invention, and I think you guys in the States should really adopt that, because way less strippage than these Phillips. As you can see, I already start to strip this Phillips up, but you can see that this Robertson is no problem. Just not a lot of pressure, and it just drives that 3-inch deck screw into this. I'm not even sure what the hell this is. It's almost like a basswood, I suppose. I use this for my carving, because I don't have access to real basswood, so I think I just run down to the local hardware store and I get myself some, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a softwood. Off topic. Focus here, Miller. All right, so you can see how it will fit that, no problem. It did drive absolutely no problem with that too as well. So is this, I think, a tool that you'll want to buy? I think absolutely. If you're a Leatherman fella or a Leatherman gal and you've got some multi-tools, this is so handy, so handy. Not only, I think, with your different screwdriver bits, how, you know, because there's nothing more maddening if you're in a spot where you're a little bit uncomfortable and you're getting that cramp in your elbow, and you just got to turn, pull out. It could take forever. As you can see how fast that just drove that in there real quick. The other thing where it would be really, really nice to have that ratcheting is if you carry some little drill bits with you. So some guys, you know, woodworking and things like that, they head out and they do some bushcrafting, and they'll carry a 3/4 inch, spade bit or something, and they want to drill a hole in order to build something, a table, or even a little chimney in a little log, a little log fire, a single log fire. I think, what do you call that? Like a Swedish candle or something like that. You'll be able to do that way faster with this. Now, still not completely indestructible, but something that I would totally recommend that you pick up if you are a Leatherman person. I think it's a wonderful tool. I think it's extremely handy, and in the States, I do believe it's $26. In Canada, it cost me $37, and I think it was money very well spent, because this has improved my my screwing ability immensely. And if you can spend less than $50 and improve your screwing ability, hey, you're doing extremely well. Well, thanks so much, you guys. Oh, look at that! I forgot to put my little logo thing on there. Gee whiz, can't forget that. There we go. The Big Canucker. Look at that. Anyway, if you like what you saw, please give me the thumbs up as well as subscribe. Appreciate it so much. We are well over 700. We're cruising into 1,000, and that's where I want to get to 1,000. Damn it, to get myself to be able to go a little bit live. So, thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Now, we are not out of the woods yet. We are still dealing with, the big bad C word. So please stay safe. Listen to the experts. Keep your stick on the ice. The shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker. Sing adios.